Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back once again in Eco for what will probably be the last video of the server. The meteor shootdown has been set for Sunday, around 2 p.m. my time, so I'm not sure whether I'll be able to make that or not. Probably not, as I will be at church and then at the in-laws' place. But for any of you who are interested in seeing a meteor shoot down, obviously not this one, but a meteor shoot down, I do have several videos on my channel that feature that. So it's entirely possible to get in and see one of those. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take down. Whoops. No, not that one. Floor. There we go. I'm gonna take up these, and we'll fix the top walls here so that we get proper walls and everything, and don't have these floorboard gaps. It's a little not quite right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put up a ladder here, just so that I can get up to the roof. There we go. Because I want to go ahead and I'm going to do this in this East India Far East lumber. And I want to go ahead and get started on that. So let's see here. I'm going to need an underslope roof. Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to need some roof corners, roof side curved edge block. Ooh, that's fancy. All right. We're gonna. Oh, drat. All right. Well, it's gonna have to be right along this way then. There we go. That's still got a little bit of an overhang. I like that. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to grab... let's go with... Oh, there's all sorts of configurations for the walls. Framed with panel. Let's go ahead and we'll do that all the way across here. There we go. That'll kind of give it a little bit of a decorative edge there. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll go with a plain wall on top of that. There we go. And then another one there. And there. And there. There we go. And that'll kind of give it a little bit of a decorative edge there. Go ahead and run this one all the way over to there, and then we can do essentially the same all the way to there. There we go. Alright. I'm going to need to get some food here. For those of you who are just joining us, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Ooh, that was a good boost, actually. None currently available. All my other food that I've produced is spoiled. So I can still make... I don't know. I don't think I can even make campfire salads at this point. So we may just be eating meat. Because I've still got plenty of roasts available. Let's go ahead and I'm going to get another stack of the wood here. And we're going to get the rest of this roof set up properly. There we go, and like that, and one more. There we go. Just like that. Alright. I suppose... I should see... Oops! I should see how that looks, actually. That edge may be not quite what I was looking for. It's all staggered like that, so... Let's take one of those down for a second. And... see what other options. Roof side. Yeah, that's probably more what I want. Alright, let's go ahead and take these down then. Alright, and we've got that. There we go. Alright. The good news is we figured that out before we got all the way done. Go, and then, oops, rotate. There we go. Nice if there was a way to take all of these down, you know, in a group sort of thing, but I think the only way to actually do that is with a crane, and I don't have access to one of those at this point. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll build this back up. There we go. And then I think I am actually going to put something different on the ridge cap. Roof PX. Curved edge. Yeah, I think I am going to put one of these on the top of it just because it looks a little different. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do like that. Excellent. Alright, then we'll go ahead and put that like that. I guess I'm going to have a resident jaguar if he doesn't jump off of here. Let's go ahead and grab another one of those. And there we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead then and we'll put the wall in. What was that? Ceiling block. Oh, that's kind of fancy. I may do that for the interior. Let's do that. Actually, we did the curved portion with it, or not curved, the framed style. There we go, framed with panel. So we'll go ahead and run that all the way over there. And then we'll do that. There we go, perfect. Alright, so we've got a nice little room here. And then there is, they said an underside, underslope corner, underslope turn, underslope side. There we go. So it's going to cost us a whole bunch of extra wood, but we can kind of put like a nice little underslope on this one. There we go. And since we've got plenty of lumber, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll finish it out nicely that way. Underslope. There we go. There we are, and pop down and get one more here. There we are. There we go, and we'll do this side as well. Okay, perfect. So now we've got our interior faces done here. I actually kind of like that. There's that little square sort of finish there, and it just adds just a little bit of a decorative touch to the edge there, depending on where you're standing, sort of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll take this down, and I'm gonna put a window up here. Window grills. There we go. And we're gonna go with like that. There we go. And now we've got a nice grilled window. You can't see out of it. That's interesting. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 2 of the little circular windows. There we go. Right up the top there. I'll give us some airflow through there. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. There we go. Actually, I'm going to move these. There we go. And we'll put those up like that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So that's got our interior decorated up here. I'm going to go ahead and pop into here. And I like this. I like this wall. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do like that. There we go. And I'll have like a little bit of a plaster finish sort of thing. Let's grab some food here quickly. There we go. Perfect. Alright. We don't need to go up there. There we go. Let's go ahead and move this up to the top here. So it's a little easier to get in and out of. There we go. Alright, and then I guess to match we're going to need to put lumber there. So there we go, and then whoops. Like that. There we go. And for right now, I'm going to go ahead and poke a door in there. Alright. There we go. Kind of give that the proper finish there. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll start taking this up and putting down the floor. There we go. Properly filling that in. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we're going to need to do the edge walls over here as well. There we are. And perfect. Let's eliminate all of those. Let's go ahead and put this away right there. And then we'll swap the bricks around as well. And we'll go with floor on those also. That's quite handy actually that it auto fills there. There we go, and we'll do the same with this corner. Perfect. All right. Don't like those. We're gonna replace them with lumber. It's a jarring corner there that just doesn't fit everything else. So we're gonna take those out. And we're going to put lumber back there. There we go, that's much better. It's kind of strange. Guess I didn't like that. Didn't like that curve there. Interesting. All right, well, that's just how it's going to have to be, I think. All right. That's got that. Let's go ahead and we'll see about where we want to put walls for the internals here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for a standard wall here. Ooh, plain wall with panel. Oh, there we go. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and do... I'll do like one bedroom here. There we go. And then we'll put another... There we go. Like that. And then we're going to need a standard wall here for the rest of it. I must say, the cosmetic options, since they put those in, have taken a giant leap forward. Let's see if there's one for the top. Those are all corners. Wall framed, top and bottom. We can do that. There we go. Alright. And then we'll put that in place there. And that there. We're going to need to do wall framed, top and bottom with panel. Oh, that's fancy. Alright. We'll go with that. And then we're going to need to put in some standard walls here. we're going to need to put in some standard T-walls there also. Alright, let's see here. T... Oops. Not there. There we go. Alright, and then let me see if there's a... There we go. Like that. Perfect. Alright. This is... I don't think that's exactly what I'm looking for. T with panel. Top and bottom. There we go. There. Perfect. Alright. All that's matching up nicely. Let's see if they've got a plain wall T. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Things have definitely come a long way as far as the aesthetics of these things go. T-frame top and bottom. And that's going to be the tricky bit right there, I think, is... Now let's just go with one of those. Iron hammer broke. Alright. I guess I have been doing a lot of building. Let's see what else we've got in here. I may just pop over and get blacksmithing, so that I can repair those. So I feel like I've got a stone hammer there we go, I've got a stone hammer in here somewhere. I suppose I can just use up the rest of my food. Alright. Some nice little bedrooms on either side here. And then I think we'll just make this like a library area. I'm going to go ahead and we'll put in... a couple of windows. Do I need to like turn those around or something? No, they just don't have any transparency. Okay. That's kind of annoying, actually. It's cool. Ooh, wall, frame, vertical edge within panel. Kind of like... There's all sorts of different options for this. I really like... I hope they do this with lumber as well. And at least add like these T-sections and whatnot. So that we can, you know, that we can do nice joins and stuff with that. Storage. Yeah, see, this doesn't... It doesn't join that way because it's automatic, so... We'll just have to leave it. Maybe we can cover it up with a sofa or something. What have we got as far as that goes? Yeah, we can probably purchase some furniture or something to put into here. We are going to need a decent number of doors, though. Door buy it at random carpentry, 1 available. Alright, no. Far East. Far East lumber used in... Lumber door. Hardwood, softwood, lumber door. Okay, so it doesn't look like there is any softwood lumber door. Alright, how about a composite door? Composite lumber. Used in composite lumber door. That's the chair. Door, there we go. Composite lumber door. We might just be going with a hewn door. In that case, since it looks like there's no options for anything else. Hewn door, there we go. Let's go for like 10 of those. There we go, put some work in. Oof. What happened to my... There we go, that's better. It's going to take a minute to pop out. Let me go ahead and have some more food here. There we go. I do still have... Oh! We gained another XP point overnight. Or over the weekend, I guess. Overnight. So... I don't know. Let's see what we have as far as sand goes on hand. There we go. Let's go ahead and move that over to here. And take that out of there, and I'm going to put it into there. And I'm going to grab this. Whoops. It's taking up so much inventory space. Oh, probably the other windmill. Alright, and that. There we are. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put this one up as well. There we go. And we're going to set this one up for a crushed sandstone. Let's go for 10. And this one up as well. There we are. Alright. And then got the module in there, so we're going to go ahead and make sand here. We need 2.4. Let's just do 50. We're going to need more than that, but at this point we're really not interested in maintaining a proper balanced diet. Sell it at Menards. He's got an infinite amount there as well. Crushed iron ore. Buy it for 0.5. And at Burkett store. Ooh, this might actually be a worthwhile thing here. 1.8, so essentially 2. And we can sell it there. It's not quite a deal yet. Alright, crushed iron ore. Iron ore. Nope, there's none currently available. Alright, that's okay. It's just gonna be an extra possibility. I suppose we could pull up the calculator here quickly and just see. Calculator. Where's it at? There we go. Alright, so if we go 0.5 times 1.8, it's 0.9. Yep, so there's no profit to be made on that one. Alright, no worries. We'll just stick to sand. Sell it at Desert Treasures for 2 apiece. There we go. Alright, hour and 4 minutes. Goodness. I guess sand making is a bit of an intensive process. Alright, let's go and we'll deliver some of this stuff, get ourselves a little extra money, and then we're going to go see about getting some furniture to decorate our house. We'll put our hewn lumber doors in place, or hewn log doors, once that goodness. Those are taking a while as well. Alright, sand. We can sell 112 for 22. Alright, we'll take that. And, oh, we've got asphalt concrete now as well. So we can lay some of that. 31 minutes. Let me see. Sandstone fireplace. Brick fireplaces. Can we make that? That's a kiln. Requires pottery level 4. We do not have that yet. Okay. Paper, stamp mill. These are all industrial things. Alright, let's take a look and see if we can find some furniture. Washing machine. That's a bathroom. Steel ceiling light. Let's look for some furniture here quickly. Gonna go buy balance store time. There we go. Block items. Nope, it's not gonna be one of those. It's not gonna be food. Ooh, item. Skill scroll, tools, world object. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so washboard. Shanker store. 122 meters northeast. Yeah, right over there. Carpentry table. No, we want the store. There we go. Items for sale. Oh, he's got a decent amount of stuff. Washboards, kites, tapestries, some large rugs, bath mats, cast iron bed. We'll pop over there definitely and see about getting some furniture from him. Let's do this. There we go. We'll sort that way. Okay. World object. Wooden straw bed. Those are things. Hewn hardwood. I think we can make all of these though. Carpentry table. Oops, hewn hardwood chair. Requires logging. Yes, so we can make all of those. So we'll see about doing that. Hewn dresser, water wheel, washing machine. Ordered sandstone. We might see about getting on a padded chair, random carpentry. Yeah, we can go over there and get some of those as well. What's he got available here? Items for sale. Ooh. We've got a decent amount of stuff over there as well. Some couches and padded chairs. Alright, so we're going to go there. Medium rug, random carpentry. Alright, we're going to grab some... We're going to go over there to random carpentry. Now I'm going to drop a... There we go. Drop a link there. And we're going to get some here at Shanker Store as well. Alright. Oh, somebody's got a skid steer. Still a lot of stone road that could be laid as well. Or not stone, sorry, the asphalt road. Got it a little ways there, but yeah, so like all of that could be readily purchased and laid. Make quite a bit of money there. I may see about doing some of that offline if I do decide to do one more episode. That'd be Monday though, so the media's going to be shut down by then. I may see about doing one more today or something and making one last video to go up Monday. We shall see. Either that or just make this one a little bit of a longer one. Hang on, did I go the wrong way? Random carpentry, yes I did. Paying too much attention to my talking and not enough to my driving. There we go, alright. Little dicey going through there. Random carpentry. I did a decent amount of business over here. Not with random carpentry, but alright. Let's go in here and see what we can purchase. So we don't need the animal feeder. I'm going to go ahead and... No, we don't really have a good way of doing that either. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get a couple of table lamps. Actually, let's just get one of those. And one of those. And one of them. And one of them. We'll get a couple of medium rugs. Oof, this is getting expensive. A large bath mat. Washboard. Let's go ahead and get one of those. We've got buntings. Wow, those are expensive. 10 a piece. Let's go with those for now, I think. Let's go ahead and get a small rug as well. There we go. And we'll get a small bath mat. We've got the money still. 45. A chair. Okay. We can leave that there before we spend the rest of our money. Alright. Let's see here. Take this stuff back to the house and we'll visit Shanker's and we'll see about getting some extra stuff there, some furniture and whatnot, and we'll put that in the house. And then I think that's going to be probably it for today's video. We've gone well past our 30 minutes. I've got a little bit of extra time for recording today, but not a whole lot. So and I didn't see like any bathtubs or toilets or anything available. I really hope at some point Eco does a little better job on their world chunk loading. Because it can be a little jarring to be driving around like that and have all the everything popping in. Alright, let's see here. Fletching table. Composite bow. Backpack. Interesting. Alright, let's see here. We've got kites, we've got tapestries. Cast iron bed. Let's grab a kite as well. And a couple tapestries. Butchery table. Does that count as a kitchen? It does. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those then as well. This counts as industrial, so we won't bother getting one of those. It's apart. I can't actually, like, put it up over the mantelpiece or anything. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll complete the trade on that one. Alright, I'm going to take this stuff back to the house. Alright. And I'm going to go back to first person here. It's much easier to place things that way. Alright, let's move all of our items down here so that we can see them a little better and place them a little easier. Oops. There you go, and bath mat. There we go. Okay, so let's go in here. And we're going to make this the living room area, so we'll go ahead and let's put the couch right there along that wall. This area is going to be the kitchen and dining. So we'll put that one right there. And then we're going to see, this will be the bathroom. Or maybe a little bedroom in here, maybe. Or a study, something, I don't know. There we go, we'll put that one right there. What's this, a bath mat? There we go. Washboard. We're upstairs here, and we'll put in the iron bed right there, there we go. Vertically overlaps butchery table. Oh. Oh, because it's a different room, probably. Otherwise, we may end up putting it into there. I'll turn it around in here. Or we can move the butchery table. We'll move the butchery table. That'll be a little easier. Tapestries, a kite. Do we have... There we go. Excellent. Alright, so this now counts as a room. I'm going to go ahead and we'll put that into place and that into place. There we go. And we're going to pick this up. And we're going to move it and put it over there. There we go. Alright. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to put this one in place. There we go, perfect. Now we've got a little bedroom going in here. I'm going to put the table light. Or the kitchen light, sorry. There we go, perfect. And put that over that. I'm going to put down a couple of rugs upstairs. One in the bedroom. There we go. And put that one right there. There we go. Don't really have anything in this room yet. Let's put... There we go. Put the tapestries up there. And... what's in here? There we go. And I guess we can put another one in here. Should have done this a long time ago. 82. It's always the struggle, is finding enough money to purchase all this sort of stuff, and then being able to make it as well. So let's see here, we're going to need some wood boards. Let me go ahead and we'll make up a recipe of those. Let's go for like 30. So I'm going to need a decent number of them. Oh, that's why. Alright, let's cancel that. And we need to cancel this. And let's see here, where's my upgrade module? Probably in there. There we go. What are we waiting on for this one? Oh, fruit. Alright, we'll cancel both of those. Yep, there we go. And I'll take that out. There we go. Alright, let's go for 30 boards. And put that in, and then box. Making flower boxes. Alright. Let's make some hewn benches. Let's go for 2 of those. And some hewn chairs, 2 of those. A hewn dresser. Ooh, a hewn nightstand. Put some work into those. An hour and change. Takes so long. 17 minutes. Probably that. There's going to be a lot of it. Alright, we're going to need... Gonna need our axe. Where did we put that? There we go. Let's go ahead and we'll put our flag up as well. There we go. A little extra outdoors here. There we go. We'll go ahead and put these up here, and that should... There we go. Kick over, and perfect. Allow those to start building. Fortunately, I can pick up whole trees, but once I've taken a little bit off of them, I've got to actually cut them up. So, actually, there we go. Perfect. I can go ahead and pick that one right up. we go. Much faster that way. Okay, that should provide all of the wood that I'll need for making the rest of those. So that's going to be it, I think, for today's video, and I'll just pop back and make a quick one decorating the rest of stuff. And getting that all set up. I may end up changing up some windows and stuff up here too. Yeah, put some windows into the bedrooms or something. Right there might actually be good. There we go. We'll put some of these in. Right there. And right there. And then we'll do the same right here. And we'll put one of those right there. Not that you can actually see out of these, but they are there at least. And then we'll go ahead and do 1, 2 right there, and 1, 2 right there. So that we're not just looking at let's do another one right there. There we go. Alright, that's going to have to be it for today. I could keep doing this for a while. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate all of the views and the comments. And I will see you all one last time for this season in the next video. And then we'll be off to... not sure exactly what we'll do after that. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Take care. And I will see you all next time.